Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Stately. We're playing City Skylines. Welcome to the fair town of good intentions. So, today we are going to be doing some work on our new neighborhood here, including actually coming up with a name for our new neighborhood here. And there's one other thing that I want to do. I want to solve this issue here. The roundabout solution has actually worked really well. No more traffic jams along here. That was the biggest issue. Traffic here is flowing freely. Oh, hey, check it out. Noble's Gases has reached level 3. I didn't think that would ever happen. We can build a toy factory. I'm kind of in favor of that. Maybe we'll build a toy factory today. The only issue we still have with this roundabout is this. We've got traffic coming in all the way from over here, getting stuck trying to get on the roundabout here. I'm not quite sure why, but what I've noticed is that almost all of this traffic just wants to get on the freeway here, so let's let them. Let's make it easy. We will do a simple raised bypass along the side. And I think a one lane, one way. Should we just limit it to a single lane? Let's take a look. I would like to go out and then up. Slope too steep. Now, let's turn this off or we're going to get another really messy piece of whatever it is we end up with when we do this. Can I please raise this? Is there a reason I can't? I'm not sure. Maybe this road can't be raised. In which case we can take a 2-lane one-way. That'll be fine too. Okay, now we're talking. Just need to get it just so. Okay, it looks a little silly. I'll bet you it'll make their life easier. Let's see, is the altitude credible everywhere? I feel like it needs to be just a tad higher here. Don't want to go too crazy because steep slope here. And let's see if we can move this back just a little bit. I don't want to ruin any buildings, but I'm okay with being like right on the edge. Okay, so we need to give this a little bit of time to settle in maybe, and I kind of want this to be shorter, so let's see if we can make this slightly tighter. There, that's what I had in mind. It might look a little silly, but I think this is actually a pretty good solution for this. Try to... Yeah, that's pretty darn steep. That's probably not the best idea I've ever had. If anything, it feels like it needs a little more space. There we go. All right, and as of right now, nobody's really using it. Okay, let's do a little bit of traffic finagling here. Specifically, we don't want anybody turning off into that because that's just silly. Nobody's using it. I wonder if they think the other road is faster. Oh, you know what? The problem is they're not allowed to. Oops. Right? And you can go onto this lane too. There. And let's see, we're already seeing a lot of changes here. We do have one issue here because of the way this is set up. You can't turn in here and end up here. I don't think that's desirable. So we'll go ahead and let people turn from this lane into this lane. And farther back we don't have any issues. So they're not really using it much, are they? Maybe it's because they've already planned their route. Maybe it's because they're stubborn bastards and don't know what's good for them. Either way, I don't know how to prioritize a certain road over another road. I mean, I can't force them to use the bypass. There. So we'll let this ride for a little bit and see how it goes. And over here, all right, so what we need to do is we need to name these districts here. We've been studiously calling it the new area or the new district or whatever, and that's just not going to fly. So let's go ahead and grab this entire area here, right up till here. It's a big old district. And we shall call this South Squirrel Grove. There we go. And then up here, you'll never guess what we're going to call the area up here. Never guess. Not in a million years. A little carried away there on the side, but whatever. This will be North Squirrel Grove. And I don't think we need to do any specific policies here. We'll do recycling and recycle plastic. There we go. And down here we can do the same. Recycling and... should we give them smoke detectors? Why not? And recycle plastic. Okay. Alright, now we've at least got this stuff zoned. That finally makes a little bit of sense. And this is filling in okay. We've got like one house that didn't get hooked up to the water grid. Alright, next step for Squirrel Grove is we are going to create a new downtown area along here. And the first step, I think, will be to extend this road outwards. And I think we're going to go with... no? Not like that. Alright, switch. We're going to force it to stay on the ground. We're going to... can we have 90 degrees, please? Seriously, we don't get to have 90 degrees? 90 degrees. There it is. Nope. Went back to 88. Whatever. 88's close enough. And we're going to have to do a lot of leveling here, too. Because this is a very uneven road. Alright, let's upgrade this to 4 lanes. We'll do that all the way down. Like that. Like I said, we'll have to do a lot of leveling here. This area is pretty rough. What we could do, maybe we should, like, terrace it. Let's see how that would look if we go for let's see, the standard key. I don't know about, I mean, this is not the intended use of the overpass support network, obviously, but if we take that, no, I don't think so. I think we're going to have to use one of the other keys. This one doesn't seem to level the terrain behind it. So we'll take this one. We'll start it out right about here. Well, right about here, I think. Nice straight line all the way over to here. And that's level, but it's not quite at the right level, so we'll go ahead and raise it all up. This is going to be a pain in the ass because I have to select all the nodes individually. But that's not undoable, it's just kind of irritating. That one, and fortunately it's all straight. That makes it a lot easier. Ah, shoot. Forgot to hit shift on the last one. Yes, I can actually block select this, and probably should have, but now I'm committed to my flawed methodology. And let's raise this up to about the level of the road. So that ends up being something like that. And that's pretty good. The only issue here, oh, look at this. The only issue here is that part of this key is backwards. Ugh, why you gotta be like that? May I bulldoze, please? Thank you. And that doesn't help. That's probably because it doesn't know where the water is. Okay. It did it again. You bastard. You rat fink bastard. Alright, well. Just can't get it the right way. Why is that? Why is it doing that? I know that if we curve it even a little bit, it should be fine. Let's turn all of the snapping off here and just give it enough curve. It's still on the wrong side. Oh, that's irritating. That is super irritating. Okay, alright, what's plan C? Do we have a plan C? I'm not sure we have a plan C. So we'll leave it be for now, and we'll just kind of flatten the road out manually a little bit. Is there an option to just draw a road and force it to go straight? Well, we have the straight slope option. Let's try that. Let's see what happens if we go with the straight slope option for this road section. I'm surprised it's getting so much traffic. I'm surprised it's getting any traffic because, you know, but whatever. Okay, 4 lanes. Should we? No, we'll do a regular 4-lane here. Straight line, straight slope, on the ground. What do these do? Toggle node snapping and toggle road collision. Okay. That's pretty good. That's just fine, isn't it? All right, let's look at the stunt dump truck. Whee! Boing. Okay. Tiny little moment of excitement there. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to get the subway above ground. I don't like the idea of having these cool subways and then burying them underground. So I'm thinking maybe we'll put a transit hub here-ish. That would also allow us to run the rail line down here and squeeze in a train station and just have everything in one spot, including the subway. So for the subway, yeah, this is always a little bit challenging. We have the line here. What I'd like to do, I think, is swivel around, come above ground right about here, and then maybe go over this road all the way down to here. And we got room back here for it to come above ground, then we'll raise it up, then we'll do the whole over road thing. I think that'll look pretty nice. Can we go below ground, please? Over road friendly, blah, blah, blah. There. Okay, so the line is currently here. We need a fair amount of room to make this work, and I'm going to go ahead and demo what we have. Yeah, I know. I feel bad about it, but it'll be nicer once it's done. You guys will appreciate it. So we're going to go back to probably here-ish, and then we'll freehand our way across the water here. I'm gonna go full top down on this. Cannot build on water. No, I don't want to build on water. Why are you being like this? Ugh. Mom, the subways are being irritating. Alright, let's bulldoze a little farther out. Bulldoze all the way out to here, and then we'll just kind of try for a straight line. Let's turn this off, turn the snapping on, and is this trying to be clever? Nobody asks you to be clever. Oh, come on. Oh, wait, hold on. I actually had a snappable moment there. All right, we're good. We made it across the water. That was probably the biggest challenge. Then we go here, and come above ground. Here, we need enough room to bridge up to. So there, and nope, not quite. Slope too steep. I was afraid of that. I always end up with slope too steep. Let's see. How steep can we go? Not at all. Literally everything is too steep. Okay. What can we do to alleviate that? Can we get an underground view, please? Apparently not. Should we just, like, drag it all the way back there? Maybe we'll just come up above ground on the other side of this intersection here. That's probably more sensible. Or we can start coming up here. Let's see if that works. That's pretty steep. Oh, that's a tree. I thought I was snapping to this, and I was actually just trying to raise a tree up into the sky. As one does. Let he who has never attempted to elevate a tree cast the first stone. Okay. Now, we're going to use the old-fashioned design because I like it better, and we'll use the regular pillars for now. And we'll go straight, I think, just because we've almost got the angle right anyway. And let's see if we can make it above ground here. Yes, I believe we can. Like that. And now we're getting space already occupied. Is that because we're... Oh yeah, we're way too close. Yeah, we need to go higher, and again, I don't know that we can realistically go much higher. We can raise this up a little bit, and we can raise this up a little bit. And maybe we can kind of move the nodes around to make everything just that much more gradual. Can we please... Oh, this whole underground selection thing is a pain in the ass. There's no like easy button to switch to underground. You can do that, but well, that works, so whatever. We'll move this backwards. And we'll move this backwards. Just trying to get a smooth transition here. And guess what I'm not getting? Obviously this is not going to fly. But hopefully we can just connect those two together and we'll be good. Underground, please. Thank you. Here to here, and no. Not even close. Come on, guys. Seriously? Alright. Here. Take that out. And we'll do a curved single section. Hopefully that'll allow us to get everything where we want it. Subways, man. They're a lot of fun. They're also a lot more challenging than you'd expect. But that said, I do believe we've got it. That's high enough, I think. We're about to find out. Let's go above ground here. And just a straight line over this. It's still... This is not too close. Alright, I'm overruling you here, and we're anarchying this in. If anything, it might actually be too high. Okay, alright. Overroad friendly. And we will run a straight line to the parallel with this road section, which is here. Ah, shoot. Not quite. Almost. Curved section, please. Straight to here. Over to here. And we need to kind of... Shoot. Need to get it right there. Okay, so this feels to me like it's too high. So we'll go ahead and lower it across the board. Still too high. But that's okay. We'll work on that later. Get the altitude just right is a bit of a pain in the butt, but we'll get it. And let's see. Over road friendly, yes. And we just need to be very specific about this now. We have a very small kink here. And then we can just go all the way down here, but we're not going to. And we're going to go down to about here. And the reason for that is if we want an over-road subway station, look at these altitude changes. This is just weird. We're gonna work on that. We'll lower this down so that it's less ridiculous. But we're gonna have to do that manually. Anyway, so yeah, the reason I'm not finishing this right now is because I would like to have an over-road subway station here. I think those look really nice and don't have the occasion to use them too often. So we'll have to delete this section here. And the reason is that these over-road subway stations are, what's the word? Finicky beyond belief. And we're going to go with a standard one. That's this guy right here. We'll put it down from above, exactly in line with this, right there. And we do have a couple of issues here now. This road that goes underneath it is not complete. Can I have some more altitude here? It would appear that I cannot have some... Oh, here we go. Okay. Raise it up to about there. I think that looks visually about right. We clearly have some issues with the terrain here. Like pretty serious issues with the terrain too. For one, this road is in the wrong place. But we don't really like that road anyway, do we? No, we do not. Furthermore, this still feels like it's way too low. So let's kind of at least try to get it to the point where it's level. I think that's right about there. Now, we clearly could use that key that I was trying to put down, but it's not really going to fly, so we'll have to do some manual leveling here. Get this smoothed out. And that looks a lot better. Now I have this crematorium on a cliffside. I think we'll just move it. We can just put it over here for now. I don't mind that too much. But the fact of the matter is that just wasn't going to fly, was it? So let's just finish this road off. Hopefully they're not going to complain about the section being too small, but you just know that they are. Also, this all needs to be 4 lanes. That's easy. Hopefully we won't have any trouble just upgrading. Nope, no problem there. And then we need to do this. Easy peasy. Beautiful. Above road subway station. So this, right, these entryways, I feel like they need to be on a road. Let me level this side out a little bit too. These guys are really nice. They're a real pain in the butt to work with though. You have to kind of design everything around them. I'm not going to do any more with the leveling until I've sorted out exactly how the terrain itself needs to be. Do I still need this power line? Yeah, but not here. This was the power line for the cemetery. How much power a cemetery needs, I do not know, but the obvious answer is at least some. So there, much easier. Oh, that's ridiculous. I'm not sure what happened there, but no. The answer to that is a solid, emphatic nuh-uh. Here, let's run it diagonally. That makes more sense. It's off-center. How can it be off-center? All right. So these are things we need to fix now or we're never going to have the chance. All right. That seems about right, and we can lower it to right about there. Okay, that covers the entrances. Now, for the actual entrances, I hope that we don't need to worry about this not being on a road, but we should definitely have a way to walk up to this, right? That's true on this side as well. Hey, check it out. It started raining again. Once an episode, folks. Every single episode. My dynamic weather turns itself back on. And sometimes it shows up on the options, and sometimes it doesn't. It's all very strange. Okay, one last section of subway line. From here to here. You gonna be like that? Oh, shoot. You know what? Darn it. I done screwed up. I had to turn that into a subway station from a train station before I placed it. So, we get to do it all over again. How fun is that? Should we have like this one with the single center area? Yeah. All right. So, straight up from above, we need to make this into a train track, like so. I mean, a subway track, like so. The like so part still stands, though. Get it lined up with this. And pop it down right there. And now it's actually a subway station instead of a train station. Smart, stately, smart. Can we go down? There. You go there, and you go there, and that's... Is that problematic? It's not fantastic looking, but I wouldn't call it problematic. And now these side roads here, I deleted them last time. But what I think I'll do instead is turn them into pedestrian paths. So we'll just take this and we'll go like that. And we'll go like this on the other side. And we'll take the section in the middle and we'll upgrade it. And that should work just fine. We just need to put down a little bit of excuse me, a little bit of asphalt there to connect this together. And you know that's where it goes wrong. That's always where it ends up going wrong, because then you end up with this. But I don't have any better ideas, so that's how it's going to be. Look at those reflections of a completely different town. I mean, this bugs me. This probably bugs me as much as it bugs you. But it is what it is. Okay, now, I'll bet you traffic is an absolute nightmare right now because I removed our metro line and all the people who were taking... But you're not going to do this to me again. Oh, right. This is... Got it. We need a wider subway track. We need a 4 wide here. Why am I putting down train tracks? Stop that. Derp. Maybe that has something to do with it. There. Okay. All right. So this is a 4 wide. That's not a big deal. And now we need to lower the hell out of this stuff here. Get it all on about the same level. I don't know what the deal is with these giant slopes here, but it's an easy fix. Just need to get it all down to something slightly more sane. Got a rogue power line there by the look of it. We'll check in with that on the way back. And where the road dips, we want the subway to dip too. This looks nice with an industrial area behind it, doesn't it? I think it's pretty good. And then this is way too high. That's probably about as high as we need it, isn't it? Okay. It's not a theme park ride. You don't want it to be any higher than it needs to be. And we will probably at some point want 1 or 2 extra subway stations along this line. And those are also going to be pretty elaborate. That's, like I said, it's hard to build these things over roads, especially when the road is already there. So you kind of just have no choice but to remove the entire road and then start over. That's still plenty high for even the tallest vehicles to get through. But we do need to have this raised up here, and actually I'm going to go a little higher on this side. But I'll also move this one in a little bit. That's kind of symmetrical around the thing. And there we go. All right, that seems to be reasonably placed. Reasonable altitude. I think right here we can go just a tad lower still. That's not technically a tad. It's more of a 2 smidgens. This one's too low. And there we go. And this whole section is kind of high, but just about right. All right, let's give the subway station some water before they, I don't know, die of thirst. Can subways die of thirst? And now, we actually have to get the subway line set up again because I'm reasonably sure I broke the ever-living bejesus out of it. So let's see what we got. Oh, ha ha, ha 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 ha. Glad I checked that out. All right, we'll go ahead and page down, please. Thank you. There. All right. I mean, easy fix, but oh, another academic year has passed. We have invented colossal swag with an umlaut. Is that swag? Swag? Colossal swag? And we got 2,000 students. That's a fair amount. Okay, all right. So that line, the purple line, is quite simply dead, but we should be able to drag it. Hopefully. No guarantees here. Can't find path. All right, so let's just delete the existing line. It's this one right here. We'll run a fresh line. And we'll start on the other side because it's just easier. And let me make sure that there's actually a proper connection going all the way. Yeah, everything seems to be connected up properly. So, first of all, let's go up. I don't want to be in underground mode for this. Can we not be in underground mode? Is that possible? Whatever. Here. New line, blah, blah, blah. Hello? Yeah, good. Add stop. Complete line. And it really is that easy. Let's get this guy some electricity. Oh, huh. Oh. Okay, we're not connected, we're just out of power. Isn't it fortunate that I just created this nice area here to put down more power plants? Gee, Stately, that is fortunate. You're so smart. Not that smart. I'm gonna come back here and change things around, but let's make sure we have juice. Where do we not have juice right now? I think all of these power plants are suddenly no longer connected to my main grid. Nice. Very nice. There. And I guess we can go ahead and bulldoze these. Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't even need to build that extra power plant. There was plenty of power all along. Okay, so the next step will be to get the train station moved down here, and I'm thinking we can cut it through here without losing too many buildings. Let's see what our options are for train stations. Multi-platform end station. This is just huge. I don't need anything remotely this big, I think. We have all the subway models. I don't want those really. And these are cargo stations. The regular train station. Is there like a train bus terminal I can use? I seem to remember such a thing existing. Biofuel bus depot, bus station. Apparently not. What about under... There's not going to be anything under trams. Trams don't have stations. So I got nothing. I got the train station. That's not nothing, obviously. It's a train station. And we will want that to go I mean, here is not going to fly. We're going to want it somewhere around here, I guess. That probably means we're going to have to make some minor changes to the roads around here. First of all, we'll update this to not be a footpath. We'll turn that into a regular 2-lane road. And then we'll run a second road from here at a nice right angle to here. And that is where we will put the train station. And we'll set it back to about here. Now, issue. We're going to have this train station crossing the road. Not a good look. Can we even do that? Oh, apparently we can. This is with anarchy on, though. What are our options here? We could run the road under the station. We could just have a little dip in the road there, but that would make this road section impossible to maintain. So that's not really an option because we need that road section because that's where the train goes. We can not raise the train. That's not going to fly. The train isn't going to fly either. We can... Here's what we can do. We can get rid of this. Get rid of this. Run a straight road. Run a straight road from here. Turn the snapping on to about there. And we'll put the train station opposite the metro station. Just like that. And that gives us enough room to put down some usable tracks, hopefully. So we're going to go around the corner, a little more steep than we'd like for a rail, to be honest. But you know, I think it'll still look okay. And then, you know what, let's do a little straight section here. Just over the road. And then we'll grab the freehand tool and we'll bring it home, so to speak. Go long, lazy S like this. And now it's time to start destroying some things. So let's go ahead and pause the simulation. Trash the existing station. God, there's a lot of people waiting for a train there. I know, you're all very unhappy that the train station went away, but, you know what? Deal with it. You bunch of pansies. And now we just need to connect everything together. All right. This is actually more challenging than it might look because of how stubborn train stations can be in this game. For example, it's not even letting me place that there. What if I put a short straight section in? See? Anarchy. Anarchy in the UK. Oh, come on, seriously? You're like not even going to connect them together? Don't be like that. Okay, I'm going to give it a little more room. Just move it away from the road a tiny bit. Okay, turn the anarchy off. and freestyle this. So something like this, and then no, that's not what I was trying to do at all. Yeah, this is going to be tough again. We need to find a way to... All right, back to the anarchy. I try to do this stuff as well as I can without having to revert to road anarchy. That's not going to fly today. Alas, we're going to have to go over this and down, just like that. And this section here, kind of the same thing. We're going to lose these guys, and we will run from here to right about here. Yeah, okay, I can see where this is a problem. I can see where the vanilla simulation wouldn't want me to do this, because obviously this isn't going to fly. That's still too low, but we can go ahead and raise this on both sides. And then we'll... So this is clearly an issue. I don't like the hole in the world. But I think if we take out these road sections and manually put them back, we can sort that out. So this needs to be higher, obviously. This needs to be higher. And I think we need to force a bridge section here. Is that not how that works? That should be how that works. But it's not. There. And let's raise this section just a tad, because we don't like the really steep elevation changes. Okay, and now we can go ahead and put our road back. That was this guy. We will freehand it, and we'll go like this. No, not quite. It's not even the right road, is it? Oh, it's because I'm forcing the bridge. That's not what we want. We just need to go straight. Not quite that straight. A little less straight. Around here to... I did it again, didn't I? Okay, let's grab the curve section for this one. That'll make things just a little bit easier. Can we... It would be nice if the bulldozer unselected itself once you actually changed your tool. And there we go. All right, so that moves our train station to somewhere much more useful. Our bridge here looks credible and is actually probably higher than it needs to be. I think that should be just fine. Train station, metro station, all in one place. That's just as we want it. We'll want to move the bus station as well, obviously. And let's just straighten this all out a little bit. Give these people slightly less to complain about. There. Nice and smooth. Goes where it needs to go. We can still easily get the trains in, and we don't have to connect these together because we already have the through line here. So let's go ahead and fix the actual train line. I think we'll do the exact same thing we did last time. We'll just delete the existing one and set up a new one. I know, you're all very sad, but we're going to put it back, so don't worry. Add stop. Complete line. Done. Okay, so we have our metro and train station in one place. We can turn the simulation back on now. Does this look bad? I don't think this looks bad. Oh, I do feel sorry for all of these people. They were all waiting for the train, and now they're like, what do we do now, Brian? But there it goes. All right, the first of our new trains. Next step, bus station. We're going to put a bus station down here. And I think maybe instead of using the small one, we might see about using the default bus station. So should we put down a little road section here to connect the bus station to? I think that makes sense. Let's do that. Go from here to not like that. Thank you very much. Here. Great. Slap down the bus station right there, and you know, that's pretty good. I feel like it could be more compact though. I feel like instead of putting this here, maybe we should just pop it down here. And we'll run some footpaths around to connect everything together. And that means we don't really need this intersection. At the very least, we don't need it to be there. What we can do instead... Well, so we have the rail line in the way, right? That's the only kind of sort of issue here. So we want people to be able to walk back and forth easily. And I'm not quite getting the walk back and forth easily vibe here. So let's take it down. Let's work this out. What's the best place for us to put the bus station here? You know, the best thing I could do might be moving this backwards, but I'm not really feeling that. Are all of these people like walking to the train station from where I unceremoniously dumped them just now? Because that would be hilarious. I'm easily amused, obviously, but that would be hilarious. Here's what we'll do instead. We'll put a road down from here to here, and then from here to here, and then we'll put the bus station in there. Not quite, because... Well, hold on. This needs to be... Can we upgrade, please? It needs to be at the ground level. So, let's see. Yes, forced ground level. Straight line. I don't even know how I did that. I didn't click on that. Straight line from here to here. Not rocket science. There, just like that. And then we kind of still want to connect this together, but that's somewhat challenging because, you know, the train track's in the way. But let's take a stab at it. We'll do this, that. All right, and all of this is kind of starting to come together now. Bus station should be facing this way, and we'll move it all the way. Well, let's just put it in the middle, like that. Okay, so the next step will be to change our bus lines themselves, but that's going to have to wait until next episode because we've already gone pretty long today. That said, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. I do appreciate it, and we will be back tomorrow. All right, folks, that's going to do it for today. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, love me, send me Valentine's cards, even when it's not Valentine's Day. You know, that kind of thing. Stroke my ego, damn it. All right, folks, been good fun. Peace. See you next time.